Welcome, everybody, to the Superhumanistic podcast, where we talk about all things health and wellness. Thank you for joining us today. We are your hosts, David and Jessica. Make sure you follow Superhumanistic on this podcast so you never miss another episode. We put out an episode once a week, every Saturday. Make sure you follow Superhumanistic on all socials and share this podcast with someone that you love so they can live a longer, healthier, and happier life. Last week, we talked about dealing with anger. So those of you that are hotheads out there, getting road rage and have that boiling over into your life, go back and listen to last week's episode. We'll talk about some techniques that you can use to help temper that anger a little bit, help decrease it. So that'll be for those hotheads out there. But this week, we're going to be talking about peptides. So peptides are these tiny building blocks that really hold enormous power when it comes to restoring your body. And you can slow down your aging whenever you take these peptides. And also your body just feels younger because it's able to recover much quicker. So you're going to break down what peptides are, and then we'll get into some various peptides, what they do, how to get them into your body. So if you're interested in peptides, this episode's for you.
Yeah, I mean, my husband just said it. They're building blocks. So what they really are, they are those amino acids, which are the essential building blocks of proteins. So obviously we need them, as we definitely need protein. They play crucial roles in our biological processes. So in our cells, we have those signals between our cells. That's what peptides help with, are the signaling between the cells so that our bodies can function just day-to-day functions, talking, moving, walking, all that. Also, it helps with regulating our gene expressions. So making sure that everything stays within balance in our bodies, and then regulating our hormones as well. So really essential for our bodies to even perform its daily functions, we need peptides. I know I didn't really think about it too much. I would see the word peptides on different skincare products that I would buy, or like in commercials, or like, this says peptides. I'm like, okay, cool. Not really sure what that means for me, but now, learning more about it, I understand how crucial peptides are for our bodies just to be able to do its basic day-to-day functions. Even using the restroom, we need peptides in order to be able to do that as well. So how do we get them into our bodies? Well, they're found in different meats, fish, shellfish, eggs, and milk and dairy products. So think yogurt, cheeses. Also, if you are vegan or vegetarian, plant-based sources you can find them in would be like beans, lentils, soy, oat, flaxseed, and also fermented foods. So pickles, tofu, tempeh, lots of different foods that you can find them in. That's not the only way to get peptides into our bodies, however. Like I said earlier, skincare products, you can find them in a lot of the skincare products, so topical, as well as supplements. So I know we've talked previously on different episodes about supplements and vitamins and getting those essential nutrients into our bodies. Peptides is no different. There are supplements out there for peptides as well. Yeah, that's what I have for how we get them. And then why do we need them? So kind of touched on that with how they help with restoring our cells. But they really do play that vital role in various bodily functions. They stimulate collagen production, which is what improves our skin elasticity and reduces wrinkles as well, which is why we find them in a lot of our skincare products. It also helps our cells to build that protection against that oxidative stress. So oxidative stress just meaning that daily stress that we get to our cells every day. So helps to protect our cells against that stress, as well as repairing the cellular damage that has already happened. It does aid in muscle growth and repair, so good for if you're working out consistently. I know a lot of people who go to the gym tend to put like collagen into their waters or smoothies to help with that muscle repair. So peptides is no different. It's also going to help build that collagen up to aid in that muscle growth and repair. It improves our joint health, boosts our immune function as well, and then increases our energy levels. So we are able to maintain and sustain the same energy as we're going to the gym, or if you don't go to the gym, just performing those day-to-day tasks that we have to perform. So my husband's going to get into the different types of peptides. There are various types of peptides, and then what each of those types can do for us.
All right, there's some great benefits there, as you mentioned: cell repair, hormone regulation, immune support, or even metabolism. And you might be asking, why are peptides restorative? Well, unlike regular nutrients or supplements that you may be taking, peptides target a specific process in the body. So when that happens, it does things like activating growth repairing tissue, as you mentioned, or reversing those signs of aging. So there are hundreds of peptides out there, but I'm going to mention the heavy hitters that are typically talked about in the health and wellness world. So collagen peptides, as you mentioned there, those are known for their skin rejuvenation and also joint support. They're widely loved for giving you that glowing and youthful look that everybody's looking for. The next one is BP157. So this peptide focuses on healing the gut, joints, and even the muscle recovery, as you were mentioning. So that's really good for those athletes or biohackers out there that are looking for some more muscle recovery. Next one is thymosin alpha 1. So this one's a heavy hitter for immune support. So that's perfect for anyone looking to boost their immune system and make sure you have the proper defenses against infections and diseases. Next one is melanotan-2, not to be confused with melatonin. So this one's a little unique. It's been used to stimulate tanning, but there are other talks about how it can help your metabolism as well. So each of these peptides has its specialty when it comes to what it's doing for you and your body. That's why you want to do the research. You potentially want to check with a healthcare provider to see how these peptides can benefit you depending on what type of ailment that you have. So there's different methods to get them. You mentioned some foods, so you can certainly ingest them. Foods, also supplements as well that are taken orally. And then there's also topical products as well, where you can put them directly onto your skin. And then one that we'd probably shy away from is injections, but that's an option as well. You definitely want to check with a healthcare provider if you're going to look into going that route. And you typically want to make sure that you're doing that in a healthy way. So, as we touched on there, you're going to get that accelerated recovery for those athletes who want that. Again, that BPC 157 is going to be your best option for that. Anti-aging is going to be your collagen peptides there, your enhanced metabolism, and then also that improved immunity is what you're going to get out of these peptides, specifically the thymosin alpha 1 for the immune support. So, peptides are great for your body. It's like having a maintenance crew just working to repair and restore and optimize everything that's going on in your body. If you don't get this, then if you don't get enough peptides in your system, then over time, you're going to start to see those signs of aging, like wrinkles and reduced skin elasticity and joint pain as well. You could potentially have slower recovery from illnesses or injuries, potentially a weaker immune system, and then difficulty maintaining that muscle mass, especially as we age. And as you age, you basically get less peptides in your body, so that's why it's important to check into supplementation as well. So that's a real great way to boost your health and continue on your wellness journey so you can continue to stay healthy, and make sure that you follow Superhumanistic on everything and share this episode if you found it helpful. And if you continue on to invest in your body, it's going to pay big dividends later, so you can be more superhumanistic. We'll see you next time.
Bye.